bypass. DT-SQL wants to make every user aware of the data generated and its value. DT-SQL wants to redistribute the value of the data to those who generate it, and it wants to do it in an ethical and transparent way through the blockchain. To better understand, DT-SQL wants to ensure that every web user can ask to the major players, oh, do you want my data? Well, okay, this is their value, and I want this to be partly recognized to me. This is why we are developing messaging apps, browser extension, integrated in a blockchain system that allow those who use them to verify the value of their data and receive the right reward through a spendable and really usable cryptocurrencies, not for speculation. I'm not interested for speculation. I'm looking for a cryptocurrency really simple to use, perhaps precisely to partially pay for those products they want to sell us thanks to our data.
Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you. And as we come to the end of this panel, and we can shine some light on the future, Luz, would you like to close things off here by giving us a glimpse into the future of digital asset utilization and how far off we may be until we see the mass adoption of it?
Okay. I see it far. Sorry, I'm not very optimistic. When I talk to you guys, when I listen to all the participants in this convention, I see it very close. Everybody, we know what we talk about. We understand each other. We understand the usefulness of everything, but this is not the case for the rest of the people. So mass adoption means that there has to be a general understanding and use of this technology and the assets. So first the technology maybe, and then the crypto assets. It would be also interesting. So talking about the crypto assets, the main thing about mass adoption has to be, of course, somebody, a great player that makes it easy for us. That's for sure. And that is feasible. I don't see that very far away. So to take a big player and say, okay, I'm going to be able to bring tokens to society in a way that you can easily use it with your phone. And you don't have to be careful with your keys or not. So technologically, it is, I think, easy to make it available for everybody. What I don't see so easy is to overcome the fear and overcome the trust. So to build the trust on people, on how to use this. I mean, there is many years that we have internet, and still there is a lot of people that is not trusting internet fully. So I believe that still we need to overcome this fear and this fear of being robbed or being not able to control. We need a legal framework for that. People up until now, I know that there are a lot of tech addicts do not believe in legalities, and they think that technology can solve everything and we don't need a legal framework. I do not agree on that. Sorry about that. I think that for mass adoption, we need a legal framework. They are very far away. They are very far behind from technology. So we need to describe everything. So here we've been talking, that both Khaled and Daniel, they talk about cryptos and they talk about different cryptos. So Khaled is talking about mostly security tokens and Daniel is talking about utility tokens. So we need to understand that when we talk about tokens, they're not all the same. It's like when we talk about, I don't know, fruits. So they're not all the same. They're apples and they're oranges. So you have to tell the difference between the different tokens as a user, not so much as a issuer. So not so much as a company. You as a user, to be able to trust them, you have to know them and know the differences and know that somebody is surveilling for you to be protected. So at first, companies misused these security tokens and they issue security tokens as they were utilities, trying to overcome and to circumvent the legal authorities, and that is doing no good for this industry, and is doing no good for this implementation as a massive, because people will not trust us. We need legal authorities or fiscal authorities or financial authorities or any type of authority. Now we can create a utility authority. If a token is not a security but is a utility, we need to create a legal framework for that. A body or somebody that surveils that you are complying with all the requirements for this utility, to be backed up with a real project, a real company behind. So when me buyer, I'm buying your token, I'm not going to, be entering into a fraud. So when this happens, this can be adopted massively. Otherwise, it would be impossible. So legality is needed, and a legal framework is basic for that.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know if this wraps up.
More or less. I mean, you were talking about
misbehaviors,
trust, right?
Yes.
And one of the bigger ecosystems out there, right, we see is Facebook with Instagram, whereby they have 2 billion people, and they have their Libra project, whereby if they are able to bring that out and be able to use their token or their coin that they're representing, it will directly have access to that whole wider ecosystem, which already and under some pretense trust that ecosystem. So let's see. But I know that we only have 4 minutes left. It's a very interesting conversation. I'm sure we could go on for a long time. So let's maybe get to your questions here. I think the first one is towards Khaled from Daniele Polovina, that you mentioned the quality program. How can somebody apply, or is it only organizations? How do people get involved in this quality program?
Yeah, sure. Actually, for quality program, we're gonna also open up this on our website, and we're gonna take all the forms. Any good which is aimed for humanity and something good for human lives, we are always happy to have them, and we're gonna give them the service for free. And as I mentioned, in return, the freelancer or the developers, they will get proof of work, they will get ranks, and they will get reviews.
Okay, awesome. So just head to their website then. And I think it's a similar question for you, Luz. There is Maile here that has a BA in robotic engineering and would be honored to be your student. How does he do so?
Well, you can add my LinkedIn if you want to. My LinkedIn, I just type my address. That would be the easiest way.
Perfect.
And you just contact me, anybody that is interested, or for any other reason, I'm open to your contacts, of course.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we have a question here from Rafael, which states blockchain interoperability has been emerging as a key factor for success on blockchain endeavors. What is the impact on blockchain interoperability for asset digitalization? So the importance, if we relate that back to ecosystems here, what is the importance of blockchain interoperability in the mix of things? Would anyone like to take that question?
I can start. I'm not the ideal, but I can start. I understand the question as interoperability. You mean that because there is not one blockchain, as there's not one internet, as one previous participant said, there are many blockchains, and how they connect to each other. It's key to, of course, create massive adoption and start exchanging assets. For instance, I'm going to say a very simple example. In our school, we want to launch digital certificates for when you are a student and you certify you as a student. We want to become that. But of course, we want to operate in the same blockchain as the rest of the universities or the companies. So a student can use that certificate worldwide. So that is key for us. I know they're working on that, and I think that would be perfectly feasible in a short period of time. That would not necessarily be a problem right now, I believe. I'm not a technical person, but I believe this is completely solved.
Okay, understood. Would anyone else like to talk about the interoperability of things and the challenges that it poses? Great. Well, and I see Daniel is back here online. I don't want to go over the time and stay a little bit Swiss here, but it was wonderful discussing with everyone here today about ecosystems. I think the ecosystem at large plays a big role in today's blockchain society, and additionally within not just the ecosystem but worldwide. Right, we have bigger ecosystems in Switzerland, America, worldwide, and if we can bring everyone together, I really believe that we'll be able to grow together. So yeah, thank you once again, Khaled, Daniele, and Luz for joining. And Danielle, I'll leave it to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Sheraz.
much for the discussion. It was very interesting. I think you managed to gather a lot of inputs. You agree on most of them. So yeah, I like that there's some sort of agreement, at least in between the experts in the space. So thanks a lot to all of you. Thank you, the audience. Most of you already had lunch, I guess, the ones that were in Europe. So yeah, let's keep it to the plan and let's go for the next session. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Daniel.
A pleasure.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.